morning friends. This is going to be our third video on management functions. Through this video we'll be discussing the most important part of the syllabus. So we'll be discussing basically two things. First thing is role of manager or business manager in the changing business environment, and second thing is modern approaches to management. Is it clear? So anyway, let us speak something about role of business manager in the changing business environment. As far as role is concerned, we are basically speaking about the behavior or the actions of the manager at some situations. I must say, business environments keep changing. So as for the change in the environment, the behavior of the managers are supposed to change. Anyway, from our experience, we can group of the roles of business manager into three categories. So the first category is interpersonal role, second one is informational role, and third one is decisional role. Let us look at the first category, interpersonal. That means person to person. You are a manager, you may have got certain subordinates. So here comes the question, you can be a leader, or in some cases you can also be a liaising officer, because as a manager you need to liaise with many stakeholders. Again, when you become a leader, that means you have to motivate your subordinates as a leader, because in some situations subordinates need consistent motivation. For example, you are a sales manager, you have got sales forces, they may not put their best. So here comes the question of your motivation. So that role may be treated as interpersonal, because person to person you are interacting with your subordinates, you are motivating them. The next part is liaising officer, because as a manager you need to interact with many stakeholders. They may be the government, they may be the other organizations, they may be the material suppliers, they may be the media people. So you have to live with many stakeholders, so that demands some sort of liaising. So this is coming under interpersonal role. Next comes informational role. Since you are a manager, you are supposed to be the nerve center of information. That means maximum information should be concentrated with you. For example, if you are a marketing manager of some organization, you have to know what is the latest needs of the customers, what are the strategies of the competitors, what are the government policies. So you are becoming the epicenter of information. Next thing is you can be a disseminator. Only being the source of information may not solve the problem. You need to disseminate it to your subordinates so that they may be working as per your instructions. So that is also coming under informational role. The final role is a decisional role. Under decisional role, managers are supposed to be working as entrepreneurs, they are supposed to be working as negotiators, disturbance handlers. So they have to have many incarnation in many situations. Look at the first case, you have to act as an entrepreneur. In some cases, managers have to take off certain projects. So here they are becoming as an entrepreneur. In some cases, there may be some sort of negotiation between the material suppliers. So here you are acting as a negotiator. Similarly, if there is some sort of crisis in the organization, you may be acting as a crisis manager. So these are many roles of the manager as per the demand of the situation. Anyway, this was some exposure about changing role of manager in a changing business environment. The second most important thing is approaches to management. Here basically we are speaking about two approaches, modern approaches and the traditional approaches. As far as your syllabus is concerned, we are speaking about modern approaches. Under modern approaches, we are basically including two approaches, system approach and contingency approach. Under system approach, we are considering the entire organization as a system. So if you are a manager, you need to look at the entire organization, and the system is having many subsystems, and the subsystems have got some interrelationships. So as a manager, you need to look at the interrelationship between various subsystems. For example, there is some subsystem called production and there is another subsystem called marketing. So as a whole, you need to look things, you need to understand how these two subsystems are interacting, or how there is interdependence among various subsystems. So this is coming under system approach. That means you are concerned about whole system. Individual subsystem may not be important, the system as a whole is important. So that is how managers need to move on. Second approach is, as it is mentioned, contingency approach. Contingency means as per the situation. So that means managers may not have some stereotypic behavior as per the demand of the situation. For example, here the subordinates are highly skilled, so here you are supposed to behave in some way. In some cases, the subordinates may not be highly skilled, they may not be highly motivated. So here your prime job is to improve their skills or to ensure better motivation. So as for the situations, your behavior are supposed to keep changing. So this is what is mentioned under contingency approach or situational approach to management. Then the final part of the syllabus is globalization, because today's business managers have to operate in a global market, because globalization is all about integration of a national market into an international market. So when you are in an international market, you must be conscious of four things. First thing is market drivers, cost drivers, government drivers and competition drivers. As far as market drivers are concerned, you need to know where the people's per capita income is increasing, because accordingly you will be investing. The other one is cost drivers. That means your cost of the production must be very low so that you will become more competitive, because in international market people need excellent quality at a least price. So in order to ensure this, your method of the production must be up to the mark. The third driver means these things can drive you to the international market. Third one is competition drivers. Here as a manager, you need to have some sort of alliances with some other companies so that you can get better strength and you will become more competitive. And the last one is government drivers. Under this, that means you need to know that the country to which you are operating must be welcoming you. For example, in India we have LPG, we are investing or we are welcoming private investors. Similarly, if you go to other country, there the government in that country should also have a policy which will facilitate the entry of foreign investors. So accordingly things have to move on. Or the most important thing is your quality must be up to the mark. Cost of the production has to be least. You must know how to manage cultural diversities. So these things are becoming the big things in international market or in the global market. So this is some sort of exposure on the third video, or on the leftover part of the first module. I hope through these interventions you will get some clear-cut picture. In case you get some doubts, you can ring me in my mobile phone. So wishing you a better day.